General leadership is defined as the process of persuading and inspiring people or teams to put effort toward a common goal. Effective leadership entails guiding and directing others while encouraging them to put forth their best effort. There are various types of leadership, including transformational, charismatic, and more. In my part, I will talk about the leader-member exchange (LMX) theory. This leadership theory focuses on how leaders interact with individual members. The theory proposes that leaders form unique, individual relationships with each of their subordinates rather than treating all members of a group in the same way. There are two types, in-group and out-group. Members of the in-group tend to have leaders' trust, whereas the out-group does not.
Leadership that works, particularly transformative leadership, is essential to the success of organizations and the happiness of their workforce. This investigation centers on customized leadership, flexibility, and transparent communication in managing varied viewpoints to maximize job satisfaction and cultivate a vibrant workplace culture. Effective communication skills have in promoting cooperation, trust, and the success of organizations.
This is an article about discusses the significance of transformational leadership in driving organizational innovation. It emphasizes the importance of leaders in promoting creativity and innovation within organizations.
This study explores the negative aspect of charismatic leaders and how it encourages dependency and lack of accountability. It also offers a guide of balanced leadership that promotes organizational strength. Charismatic leadership is a highly studied and respected style of leadership that is distinguished by its capacity to inspire and motivate. Nevertheless, despite all its advantages, there is a serious problem, which is the tendency of followers and lack of accountability.
Meanwhile, the objective of LMS theory is to analyze the characteristics as well as quality of the relationship that leaders develop with their followers. Furthermore, the LMS theory also seeks to discover how the quality of leader-member interaction affects both individual and organizational outcomes.
In addition, by applying focused transformational leadership techniques, encouraging open communication, and developing flexibility, we may create an atmosphere that is conducive to organizational well-being and, in the end, raise employee engagement and satisfaction.
The objective is to discuss the importance of transformational leadership in organizations, to empirically examine the contribution of cross-cultural dimension, and to study how principal leadership styles affect teacher commitment and well-being.
The purpose of our study focuses on understanding the mechanism through which charismatic leadership encourages both followers' dependencies on the leader and a potential lack of accountability within the organizational framework. This will provide insight that inform leadership approaches, emphasizing the need for sustained and enduring strategies within organizations to foster effective and resilient leadership practices.
The study intends to figure out how LMS impacts employee behavior and the role of trust in relationship. Trust is a crucial element in leader-member relationship. Furthermore, according to Ferris, Brown, Berry, and Young 2008, they discuss work ostracism, which is defined as the exclusion and rejection that employees face at work. It also discussed the importance of LMS quality or the quality of leader-member exchange in organization. It stated that LMS quality is important to the company because it has a direct impact on employee behavior and attitudes. In addition, the study looks forward to discover the impact of leader-member exchange on job ambiguousness and job dedication. Job ambiguousness refers to the extent to which attach and present employees feel in their work and the organization, whereas job dedication can be defined as employees' degree of dedication and enthusiasm for their work.
People perspective make it difficult to apply the transformational leadership style. Employees' differing interpretations of inspiring actions can lead to possible misalignment, which make it more difficult for the company to maximize the benefits of transformational leadership on job satisfaction. On the other hand, there could be a gap between leaders' perceived effectiveness in communication and team members' real experience, which present a serious problem for the business when it comes to the interpersonal communication abilities of its leader. This mismatch could cause misunderstanding, a breakdown in communication, and impede teamwork. In order to improve team relationships, create more cohesive and communicative work environment, and increase overall organizational effectiveness, this issue must be addressed.
The identification issue is challenge of high expectations. The emphasis of surpassing high expectation can create pressure, anxiety, and a continuous drive to meet or exceed demanding performance standards. While transformational leadership aims to inspire and elevate individuals, there is a delicate balance needed to prevent the unintended consequence of excessive stress and burnout among followers, striving to meet these elevated expectations. Next, alignment with organizational goals. When there is a divergence between the leadership approach and the organizational foundation, conflict may arise, impeding the overall development and progress of the organization. Furthermore, the communication barriers. The presence of various communication approaches and potential language obstacles may hinder clear and seamless communication within a team or organization.
Even while charismatic leadership is sometimes praised for its inspirational features, it presents a serious difficulty because it encourages followers to become dependent on one another. This reliance on the leader can suppress individual initiative, limit decision-making autonomy, and pose a threat to organizational resilience. To lessen the negative consequence of charismatic leadership on organizational dynamics and to advance a more balanced framework for leadership, it is essential to comprehend the mechanism through which charismatic leadership creates dependency. By understanding this mechanism, organizations can implement strategies that promote a more balanced leadership framework. This involves cultivating a culture that encourages individual initiative while ensuring accountability mechanisms are in places. Known for its power to inspire others, charismatic leadership can unintentionally worsen a lack of responsibility in organizational system. This problem occurs because leaders can often make it difficult for the followers to think critically about the choices and actions they take, which dilutes accountability. Therefore, this understanding is foundational for developing effective tactics that promotes transparency, encourage constructive feedback, and establish mechanisms to hold leaders accountable for their actions and decisions.
The effect of LMS on employee behavior and job performance are significant. Positive leader-member exchange lead to enhanced job satisfaction, organizational commitment, engagement, and performance. For example, it indicates how trust helps to reduce uncertainty in the workplace. Employees who trust their leaders are more likely to feel safe, which lead to a healthier workplace and better job performance. Furthermore, LMS quality directly lead to less workplace ostracism, such as no one will feel excluded from any meetings or important discussion, not acknowledging their presence or contribution, which will be an appreciative outcome on the part of followers, such as improved job satisfaction and performance.
Because inspirational leadership actions are subjective, different employees will interpret them in different ways, which make it challenging to apply a consistent strategy. The difference in viewpoint has an immediate effect on how transformational leadership affects job satisfaction. To ensure that transformational leadership has a good effect on work satisfaction, It is imperative that leaders adapt their approaches to individual expectation through open communication and flexibility. In addition, the recognized issue is on a major difference between team members' real experience and leaders' assessment of their interpersonal communication abilities. The difference could cause misunderstanding and communication breakdown, which would be detrimental to teamwork and collaboration.
Next, risk of idealization and lack of critical evaluation. It is because characteristics of transformational leaders include outstanding admiration and loyalty from their followers. Their exemplary qualities and visionary approach evoke a strong sense of admiration, while their commitment to empowering and developing their followers fosters unwavering loyalty within the team or organization. Moreover, the challenge of adapting leadership styles to align with diverse cultural expectations. It emphasizes that team leaders may find it difficult to modify their management approaches to suit the varied cultural preferences of team members. If leadership philosophies are not in harmony with the cultural environment, it can impact a leader's ability to inspire and manage diverse teams effectively. Adapting leadership philosophies to accommodate various cultural norms is challenging, and an imbalance between management styles may lead to issues such as miscommunication, lack of unity, and inadequate team management. Next, highlights a potential issue with leadership styles, specifically the importance of aligning them with organizational goals. If leadership philosophies do not necessarily align with the organization's main objective, core values, or vision, it can result in miscommunication. This misalignment between the company's goals and the chosen leadership style may lead to conflicts, hindering both goals and cohesion within the organization. It underscores the significance of ensuring that leadership approaches are in harmony with the broader goal and values of the organization to foster a cohesive and effective working environment.
The issue with charismatic leadership that creates dependency is that it can stop self-motivation and cultivate a work environment where subordinates are excessively dependent on their leader. This dependence impairs people's autonomy and hinders a variety of thought and decision-making processes. Reluctance to question the charismatic leader's ideas could result in a lack of critical analysis and jeopardize the efficiency of decision-making. To tackle this challenge, business should cultivate a leadership culture emphasizing empowerment and collaborative decision-making. This ensures adaptability to change and a fair distribution of authority, encouraging a dynamic and resilient environment. The problem of followers being reluctant to question a leader's decision due to their adoration for their charisma lies in a fine line that separates charismatic leadership from responsibility in organizations. The emotional ties that are forged may discourage followers from confronting the leader in public, creating an atmosphere that is resistant to accountability measures.
According to the LMX theory, positive leader-member exchange contribute to beneficial employee outcomes such as a higher job satisfaction, organizational commitment, and performance.
In addition, the complexity of differing personal perspectives regarding the connection between transformational leaderships and job happiness emphasize the necessity of a flexible and subtle approach to leadership. Because inspiring leadership behaviors are subjective, they bring complexity. Thus, it's critical for firms to create an inclusive workplace that respects the choice of all employees. Besides, organizational effectiveness depends on closing the gap between teams' member experiences and leaders' perceived communication abilities. Increasing self-awareness, asking for feedback, and offering focused training are critical actions that promote a cooperative workplace, improve team dynamics, and develop trust, all of which are factors that eventually lead to long-term success.
Understanding transformative leadership, potential benefits and drawbacks is essential. Leaders can strike a balance between inspiration and freedom by comprehending obstacles, including excessive expectation, dependency, and adaptability concerns. Leaders also can achieve a balance between providing inspiration and fostering independence by acknowledging challenges such as setting overly high expectations, creating dependency among followers, and addressing concerns related to adaptability.
Persuasive communication from charismatic leader may obscure objective assessment, giving intentions preference over result. This phenomenon can create a bias where the leaders compel vision or personal charm influence perceptions, potentially hindering a clear and unbiased understanding of outcomes.
Organizations should customize leadership techniques for each team member, with an emphasis on emotional intelligence and adaptability through focused training programs in order to maximize the relationship between transformational leadership and work happiness in the context of very individual views. A happy workplace is a result of the integration of employee well-being programs with diversity and inclusion initiative. This ensures consistency with increasing employee expectations and improve overall work satisfaction. In addition, it is advised to set up regular feedback channels for ongoing growth in order to solve the issue of misalignment between leaders' perceived interpersonal communication skills and teams member experience. Putting into practice focused leadership development initiatives that prioritize flexibility and diversity can improve leader capacity to communicate effectively.
Furthermore, the importance of effective leadership strategies within a cross-cultural context. It advocates for open communication, autonomy development through mentoring, and finding a balance between ambitious goals and realistic expectations. It's also implementing programs that prioritize emotional well-being, adjusting leadership style to accommodate to diverse cultural contexts, and regularly reviewing and updating tactics contribute to sustainable transformational leadership.
Lastly, to tackle the problem of charismatic leadership creating dependency, institutions should put policies in place that encourage a more equitable leadership dynamic. Programs for developing leaders should put a strong emphasis on empowering individuals and motivating subordinates to actively engage in decision making. By actively searching out different viewpoints, it creates an inclusive environment where followers feel comfortable voicing their opinions, where a charismatic leader can play a critical role. A charismatic leader actively seeks diverse viewpoints within the team. This might involve encouraging open discussion, seeking input from all team members, and appreciate a range of perspectives to inform decision making.